Hey everybody, it's Isaac with Deluxe Detail Service on a Sunday morning in Joplin, Missouri. It's warming up some. It's been a pretty bad week, icy, cold. So today I have a fleet of trucks that I'm washing. It's either 6 or 7 trucks. It's supposed to be 7, but last time I did it was 6. I take care of these trucks the last Saturday of every month. So this is a reoccurring fleet wash. In this video, I'm going to be telling you how to make reoccurring money every day by washing trucks. And I want to make a disclaimer that I'm not a master fleet washer. This is my only fleet that I have. I'm working on adding more, but so far this is the fleet that I'm learning with, and it's actually a perfect situation because this company, pretty much all they want is their trucks washed off. They don't want them brushed, and eventually I'm going to have an actual dedicated 2-step method, but for now I'm just spraying on soap and washing it off and just doing the best I can. But I'm definitely improving as I go. So the point of this video is to show guys how to make big money in one day using basic equipment. And then one thing I also want to mention is that you don't even have to have any equipment to do this. You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's and rent a pressure washer and use on-site water. You don't even have to have a water tank or nothing. Just go rent a power washer and you can be out making money. Lots of guys do this as their main gig, making big money every month, and some guys just do wash trucks on the side. But me, I detail full-time, and I'm just now starting to add truck fleets, and hopefully I can go mainly all for truck fleets. I don't have to mess with people's dirty cars anymore. But I'll probably always do both because I hate leaving money on the table. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm having my truck warming up. Got my trailer. I'm gonna hook up to it and head to the job site and get started. I'm actually going to, in this video, I'm going to talk about numbers, how much I'm making. Usually it's kind of people are pretty hush-hush. Don't want to tell people how much they charge, how much they make. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of reluctant to go deep into that on the internet, but I have nothing to hide. I'm gonna tell people how to make big money. For me, some people it might be pocket change. Some people I might be making a fortune. It's all relative. So I'm gonna go dig deep into the numbers and stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's Isaac again. At the job site, I got 7 trucks, 6 trailers, 6 washouts to do. They're pretty dirty. I'm gonna do what I can with them. I'll show you around a little bit. I'm doing this on my phone, so bear with me. Got a day cab. Well, they're all day cabs. My rig. Got some washouts. The boss always moves everything, so it's easy for me to get in between them all. Trailers are pretty dirty. So that's a little sneak peek of what I'm doing today. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the prices on all this. So today, for truck, trailer, and washout, okay, first off, I wanna make a disclaimer. I want everybody to know there's a big difference between fleet washing and detailing. Detailing is, of course, you're going into detail, whether it be inside, outside, both. You're going in all the cracks and crevices, doing the best job you can, and getting everything as clean as possible and charging a premium for that. Fleet washing, you're still wanting to do the best you can, but you're not necessarily worried about all the cracks and crevices. Depending on the company, if you're working for an owner-operator, it's pretty much the same as detailing. But with fleet washing for big companies, they're mostly just wanting the road film and stuff just sprayed off the trucks. And so you also have to price accordingly. So if I was to do one of these trucks and trailers for a customer, I'd probably do like just the outside. I'm not talking about interiors. For just the outside for truck and trailer, I'd probably be around, if I was hand brushing, probably like around like $200, maybe 180 to $200 probably. So on these for this company, I'm doing 6, sometimes 7. This time it's 7 trucks but 6 trailers. So I have to price accordingly. I'm doing a bunch of them. I'm going through them quickly. I'm not detailing them. I'm just strictly quick wash on all of them. So I'm charging $80 for truck wash, trailer wash, and wash out. And these washouts have just a couple of wood chips in the trailer. That's about it. Nothing. No, like whenever I was 16, I used to work at a truck wash. Shout out to all my Truck-O-Mat friends. We used to do some pretty bad washouts in there, like chicken blood and all kinds of crap, like huge freaking carrots and stuff. But these washouts are just some wood chips. So that's it. Doesn't take very long to do those. So I'm making roughly about like roughly $500 a day, a little bit more than that, but $500 in one day. I'm gonna guess this will probably take me around 4 to 5 hours for someone that has a good setup, and someone that does it more fleets than I do. They could probably get it done in like maybe 2 or 3, maybe less than that. I don't really know, but for me it'll probably take a while. But in one day I'm gonna be making about $500, a little bit more. That's without calculating the gas to get here, which was like 5 minutes because this is in town, and all the chemicals and gas and wear and tear, and just that's without taking in any type of cost on my part. So that's like my gross money that I'm making today is roughly $500. So you do this a couple weekends on the side, that's some pretty good side money. And I have my truck and trailer and everything. I have a decent starting rig. I don't have a big expensive rig, but like I said, you could go to freaking big or Lowe's or Home Depot and rent a power washer and still do this. So I do these trucks like the last weekend, either Saturday or Sunday of every month. So that's roughly $500 every month for just one fleet of trucks. So that like takes more than takes care of my bills for the month, just doing one fleet of trucks. So I'm trying to break this all down for everybody. This video, I'm probably going to title it like how to make $500 a day washing trucks. So I mentioned I used to work at a truck wash. I was making, in high school, my first job working at Truck-O-Mat, Joplin, Missouri, Petro. Shout out to all my Truck-O-Mat friends. At the time, I didn't care how much I was making. It was just a high school job. But looking back, I was making pennies on the dollar for pretty hard, sketchy work at times. But I would not regret it. I had some cool experiences, met some cool people, met some freaking tweakers. But overall, a good experience. So I've been washing trucks since I was in high school, and I was pretty crazy that I'm here doing it again. Yeah, but this time I make more in like 2 weeks, or I make more in one day doing this than I made in like 2 weeks working at the truck wash. Even in my most recent job, being a trailer mechanic, I make more here in one day than I made in a week without overtime, just like a normal 40-hour week. So I make more in one day, roughly 6 hours, than I made in 40 hours being a mechanic, like turning wrenches, being greasy and nasty, busting my ass every day. So I make more washing trucks than working on trucks. Well, trailers. All right, I'll give you a little montage of me washing these babies. Let's get on with it. everybody, it's the next day. I didn't end up getting a chance to show all the trucks finished and give a recap of everything. I had some equipment malfunctions and time really got away from me and it ended up getting dark. I finished the last truck as it was getting dark. It took me roughly unpacking and loading everything back up and then washing everything, it took me roughly 7 hours. So that was a while, but I had a lot of unforeseen issues happen, which always happens. But I had less issues this time. This is my second time doing that fleet. I had less issues this time than I did the first time, so that's progress. I'm thinking about probably the 4th or 5th time I do this fleet, it's going to be smooth sailing. Maybe the next time it'll be smooth, I don't know. But so I'm making progress. What I did, so the first time I did this, I used a one-step soap that was $60 for a gallon, and I wasn't impressed by it. This time I just bought a 5-gallon jug of Purple Power, downstreamed it from my power washer, and it did just as good as the one-step soap for a fraction of the price. $20 for 5 gallons versus $60 for 1 gallon on the actual dedicated soap, and they did just as good, if not better. The Purple Power, if not, did better. So what I'm getting at is you can go rent. I don't know how much it costs to rent a power washer, but you can go, or you can just buy a Facebook Marketplace. Go get a cheap, decent power washer that'll last you 1 or 2 jobs. That's all you need. It'll pay for itself. And then go buy a 5-gallon jug of Purple Power, have a water source, boom, making money. I'm going to break this down a little bit. Let's say I spent like $50 in gas to get there because this was in town, and then $20 for the Purple Power, and I already had my power washer and everything else in my trailer. I already had all of that, so I'm just like calculating the materials for this particular time. It was $20 for the soap, maybe a little bit in gas. So let's just say I spent 50 bucks in materials for that day, and I ended up making, before taking anything out, $505 minus 50. So roughly, let's just even it out or round it out. I made in one day, 7 hours, I made like 450 bucks. Guys, for me, that's pretty good for one day. It was hard work. I had a lot of malfunctions I had to work through, and like it's the next day and I'm actually pretty worn out still and hurting, and my skin's pretty dried out. It was a little windy. The Purple Power was blowing back on me, and I should have been wearing long sleeve while I was, but I had my sleeves rolled up, and it was blowing back in my face and stuff, and my skin's pretty dried out, and I'm hurting and taxed. But I could think about that. If I had 2 days of a week to do fleets, that's $1,000 in 1 week working 2 days. I don't have 2 fleets yet. I only have 1 fleet. Think about if I had 3, like it just keeps adding up very quickly. So that's my goal, and it's not expensive to get started. It is expensive to get very efficient, like buying a full setup is pretty expensive. Up front, it ends up paying for itself in efficiency if you get a full built rig. But for a guy just starting out, basic equipment can make big money. That's my whole point of this video, is basic equipment, strong work ethic, and that's all I need to make money. And washing trucks, one day washing trucks, 450 bucks, boom, I'll take it. And so I'm just wanting to spread this information for you guys. I never once claimed to be a professional two-stepper, guys. I know I did this a cheap way, buying Purple Power, spraying it on, spray it off. That's not the way to do everything, but it worked out this time. Made money, basic equipment, that's how I do it. That's how I do everything. And so this is Isaac with Deluxe Detail Service, bringing you another video. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, thought it helped. If you don't like it, comment, just whatever. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. It's Isaac. I'm out.